All right, you beautiful people. I got a question for you. Regardless of price, whether legacy, boutique, and whatever happens to be in the middle, what's a cigar and or cigars that you would love to try if price wasn't an issue? Now, hopefully nobody says that damn Gurkha for like 1 point something million dollars because I'll tell you right now, that is some bullspit. Ain't no cigar worth that. In my eyes, there's hardly a cigar worth 50 bucks. But that's my humbled opinion. Because for me, I smoke a lot of boutique cigars. I smoke some legacies because I enjoy them. They are great. But what a lot of people got to understand in the cigar industry, especially if you're a newer cigar smoker, you seasoned vet, you already know that there is a golden zone when it comes to pricing of cigars. And especially in the boutique lines, you can find some fantastic cigars from 8 to 12 bucks. It's There's a lot out there. And a lot of those cigars can beat the brakes off of them 40 and $50 cigars all day long. Certain cigar brands are only meant for the elite. The cigar band and or the cigar is a show of status. And for some people, that's cool. For me, my blue collar ass, no, I don't play that game. I like buying, instead of buying one stick for 45 bucks, man, I can get four or five amazing cigars that I know I'm going to enjoy. And price necessarily isn't the issue with me. It's just, it's hard for me to want to spend a top dollar like that for something that I may or may not enjoy. Because if I spend 8, 9, 10 bucks on a cigar and I didn't like it, that's okay. If I spend 45, $50 on a cigar I didn't like, I'm probably going to punch myself in the face, you know? But that's just me. We're all different. Um, I just find boutique cigars to be the future of the cigar industry, um, especially with all the madness going out, because these guys and girls aren't afraid to go all in because they want to make it. They want to put a quality cigar out there for 8 to 12 bucks. Because it's hard for these newer companies coming out with nobody's ever heard of your name. You have no reviews. And, you have, 3, 4 cigars out, but they're starting off at 15, 16 bucks a stick. You're going to have a really hard time. You're going to have a really hard time proving yourself to the shop owners because their space in their humidor has to make them money. And they're not willing, in a lot of cases, to gamble on a company they've never heard of. But I find these boutique brands to be persistent and it pays off. I myself am living proof that persistence can pay off. As we all know, I am a cigar rep for Big Sky. And it's hard to try to get a newer brand into the shelves of some of these humidors. My words to the shop owners, if any watch this channel, don't be afraid. I know it's easier said than done, but do not be afraid of change. These are quality cigars that are coming out these days. The boutique companies, they're not afraid to be different. They're coming up with blends that are just nuts, absolutely nuts. And they're from a lot of them, 8 to 12 bucks. what I call the sweet spot. But anyway, I've rambled on too much about it, but let me know. Price don't matter. What cigar and or cigars would you like to try? I hope to see you in the comments. And yes, I will make another video based on the comments and or I will reply to your comments. Because I'm cool like that. So until then, we'll see you later.